Well, new research is giving a better look into what homeowners pay attention to when they are viewing a property. Eye tracking technology is revealing some surprising results. Tina Kraus has our story.
Buying a home can be a huge financial decision.
Like the beams.
But experts say some house hunters spend little time scrutinizing potential properties.
A fifth of buyers spend 20 minutes or less viewing a home, and a further chunk of them only view a property once before putting their offer in.
And what buyers focus on may surprise you.
Feels cool in there, maybe because it's just on an outside wall.
New eye tracking technology is giving real estate agents a real-time look at what draws buyers in.
They're spending lots of time on more superficial things, perhaps the art on the walls. We've even seen buyers inspect the food in the fridge.
A Swedish company called Tobii developed the tech.
The glasses have got 4 cameras built into the lenses and a number of illuminators. The cameras pick up this reflection, and then there's some very clever mathematics that work out where you're actually looking from that image.
The second bedroom are quite similar sizes.
The glasses revealed home buyers' blind spots, showing only 38% pay attention to structural elements like floors and ceilings, while 54% are drawn to cosmetic features and furnishings.
But what they really need to be doing is looking at things like the brickwork, looking for signs of condensation or damp, the chimney, the boiler, the electrics, maybe even the Wi-Fi signal.
Realtors say by pinpointing spots people miss, they can better steer buyers toward the home of their dreams. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
Now, researchers found home buyers in Britain spent just 34 seconds looking at a bedroom and just over a minute viewing the kitchen.